Hello, my fellow Welt lovers. Alright, buckle up because we need to talk about the walking paradox that is the Dahlia, aka Constance, aka the newest reason everyone on Reddit has either lost their minds or turned into professional mathematicians overnight. I swear, the Star Rail community has never been this chaotic since Firefly dropped, and everyone suddenly decided they were break enthusiasts. But this time it's different. Because Dalia isn't just another buffer. Oh no. She's walking straight into the break meta, tearing it apart and telling everyone, I'm the main character now. Topping up in Genshin or Star Rail can get expensive, and let's be honest, we've all seen those in-game prices and wished they were just a bit lower. Well, that's exactly what LDS Shop is here for. This is LDS Shop, the official top-up platform developed by the LD Player Emulator Group. It lets you top up your favorite games like Genshin Impact and Star Rail at huge discounts, up to 23% off or more. And yeah, it's super easy to use. All you need is your server and UID, and your top-up will show up in-game within just a few minutes. It's safe, reliable, and used by thousands of players. You can even compare prices, for example, something like the Supply Pass or a 6480 Stellar Jade Bundle. It's way cheaper here than in-game. If you register using my link, you'll get a 15% off coupon and an extra 5% off coupon, which can save you up to $50 on your first top-ups. Plus, LD Shop gives you the same first top-up bonus you get in-game, so you're not missing out on anything. And if you're planning to spend more, here's a bonus. If you spend over $80, you'll unlock VIP status, which gives you a free supply pass and more perks. So if you're looking to save while still getting everything you normally would in-game, just use the link in the description and get Dan hung while saving more. Now, let's rewind a bit. I'll be real with you guys. I was hoping Dalia would come out as a dot support. You know, some wild Nihility-style enabler with a cute little twist that'd make Kafka and Black Swan mains faint from joy. But nope. Hoyoverse took one look at the community wishlist and said, let's give them something they didn't ask for, but absolutely need. So instead, she's confirmed as a break unit, a full-on fire break support who's shaking up everything we thought we knew about the meta. And honestly, I'm not even mad. Because from what we've seen in early test teams, this girl is about to light the whole game on fire, literally. According to the leaks and chaos-fueled posts, Dahlia's being tested in two main comps. First one, Firefly, Fugue, and Lingsha. The second swaps Lingsha for Harmony Trailblazer. You see what they're cooking, right? That's pure, unapologetic fire break synergy. They're basically forming an Avengers lineup of fire-based toughness annihilators. No sustain. Just pure, if you're not broken, you're already dead energy. Some people have been experimenting with Butil and Rappa too, but let's be honest, Firefly's the meta queen here. Almost everyone's got her. Except for me. Yes, I'm still Firefly-less and living in denial. But that's okay, because even from the sidelines, I can feel the heat from this team setup. So here's where it gets wild. Dalia is expected to replace Ruan Mei. And that's not small talk. Because the only way she can dethrone someone like Ruan Mei, the literal face of the current break meta, is if she brings something insane to the table. We're maybe talking about a 100% action advance, a total reset mechanic, or maybe even a debuff that keeps enemies half-broken indefinitely. Like, imagine this. You break an enemy, Dalia smirks, presses her ULT, and boom, suddenly that boss can't ever stand up again. It's just permanently limping through your Firefly ULT rotations while Fugue chains more super breaks. That's the kind of design insanity I'm praying for. But as usual, the community can't agree on whether this is the dawn of a new era or the second coming of Fugue 2.0, aka the last time Hoyoverse said break meta is saved, only for us to face enemies with toughness bars the size of planets. Right now, Reddit's basically divided between Break Society believers screaming that salvation has arrived and realists warning that this could all just be classic Hoyo bait. Give us power for 2 patches, then nerf it to the Shadow Realm by 4.0. And honestly, both sides might be right. Here's what's got everyone talking though. Dahlia's rumored to invert the Harmony playstyle. Instead of buffing allies like Ruan Mei, she debuffs enemies. That fits her Nihility path perfectly. It's that, why boost your friends when you can just ruin your enemy's energy? And that alone is spicy because it opens the door for new scaling mechanics. Think about it. What if her debuffs increase the toughness damage enemies take, or multiply the super break multiplier directly? That's not just strong, it's meta-defining. It flips the script. Instead of stacking your team with harmony buffers, you just bring Dahlia, let her curse the enemy's toughness bar, and watch your break units nuke everything like they've been training for this day since launch. And if the re-break theory is true, oh my god. If her ultimate creates a zone where enemies count as half-broken, meaning they continuously take super break damage even when not fully broken. No more awkward downtime between breaks. No more waiting for Firefly's ult cooldown. Just non-stop, mechanical carnage. A loop of shattering, burning, and disintegration. Like, why play sustain when the enemy doesn't live long enough to hit you? Now, before we start worshipping Dahlia as the break messiah, let's remember Fugue. Poor Fugue, once hailed as the break savior, now reduced to the "oh yeah, I have her too" category. Players are wary because break teams always walk a fine line between glorious and gimmicky. If Hoyoverse drops another wave of anti-break bosses, Dahlia might struggle unless she introduces a brand new mechanic, like partial toughness recovery reduction or guaranteed action advance on break. Without that, she risks becoming just another fun but not meta nihility experiment. But here's why I think she's got a real shot. Firebreak specifically has been getting suspiciously strong support pieces lately, those new relics that boost fire break damage, the planar sets that increase toughness damage for fire characters. All the breadcrumbs were there. Hoyoverse has been setting up this moment for months, and Dalia is the final puzzle piece. She's the firebreak unifier, the one meant to tie Firefly, Fugue, Bootil, and maybe even Harmony Trailblazer into one cohesive, blazing squad. And speaking of Ruan Mei, oh boy, the comparisons are endless. People keep calling Dalia Ruan Mei Pro Max, which is both funny and kinda accurate. But others have pointed out that if both units focus on weakness break efficiency, their buffs might overlap in diminishing ways. The theory crafting forums actually ran the numbers. Firefly's ultimate already grants 50%, so adding Ruan Mei's 50% barely gives a 33% actual increase. But stack a break multiplier buff instead, like from Fugue or Trailblazer, and you get upwards of 80% gains. So if Dalia operates on that multiplier layer instead of break, she could completely redefine optimal team building. Ruan Mei would still be great for general use, but Dalia would become the specialist for the true break society believers. Of course, not everyone's jumping on the hype train just yet. Some argue that test teams exclude old units not because of synergy issues, but for cleaner data collection. It's entirely possible Ruan Mei and Dalia could coexist, one boosting efficiency, the other amplifying damage multipliers. But then again, when has Hoyoverse ever resisted dropping a free unit first and then releasing a premium upgrade 2 patches later? The timing is almost too perfect. Still, no matter which side of the argument you're on, you have to admit, this entire situation has been hilarious. Firefly mains are celebrating like it's New Year's Eve. Bootil and Rappa mains are writing eulogies for their archetypes, and everyone else is just sitting back with popcorn watching chaos unfold. It's that perfect kind of community meltdown that only happens when Hoyoverse drops just enough info to make us all theorize for 2 months straight. So, what's my take? I think Dahlia's going to stabilize the break meta rather than revolutionize it. She won't necessarily make Ruan Mei obsolete, but she'll give us options, real diversity in team comps. And maybe, just maybe, that's what break needs to finally stop being the meme path of Star Rail. If she really does stack her debuffs with existing multipliers, we might finally see full dual break teams running in memory of chaos without being laughed out of the rankings. Imagine that. Firefly, Fugue, Trailblazer, and Dalia all syncing together like a perfectly tuned explosion machine. It's poetic. And let's not ignore the broader philosophy here. Turning a buff-based archetype into a debuff-based one is bold. It's refreshing. It's exactly the kind of innovation that makes nihility characters so interesting. They don't make their allies stronger. They make the enemies weaker, which is somehow way more satisfying. You're not saying, "I'll protect my team." You're saying, "No one protects you from me." That's villain energy. That's Dahlia energy. So yeah, I'm hyped. I'm terrified. And I'm ready to start saving after the next banner cycle because my stellar jades are crying. If Dalia actually delivers on her rumored kit, we're looking at the resurrection of break teams as a legitimate endgame archetype. No more pitying looks when someone says, I main fugue. No more laughing at break-only comps. The fire's coming back, baby. Anyway, let me know if you're hyped too, because this next era of Star Rail looks like it's about to burn bright, and maybe a little painfully. I'll be ending my bold journey post-Savvy and saving up for Yae Sakura in Edo Star, but until then, I'm here for every leak, every meltdown, and every break is back post we're about to see spammed across social media. Dahlia's arrival isn't just a patch, it's an event, and honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way.